Yo, 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 what it do, people? What it do? As you know, this is your. Wait a minute. I think I did it wrong again.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
did.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do this right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your man Six Man K Styles. It is Thursday night, which is the 4, 5, 6 man combo with your host DJ Debonair, 6 Man K Styles, chilling with the mad scientist, the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports, aka the enemy of the state. And y'all already know before we start this show, right? We gotta hit y'all a little bit with the what's the three words we like to hit them with? The real roll call. And today's roll call is gonna go with YMOF Jamal, Joseph Thornton, Pat Norris, Aunt J, Coach Will Sports, Melvin Emery, Jared Bowie, Michael Walker, not that Michael Walker, Brian Peoples, ATL Leo, Floyd Donnelly. Like I said, Aunt J already. We got D. Coleman. We got Jeffrey Lowe, Marlon Johnson, Tony Wright, Make You Fumble is in the building. Hey, man. Boomer the Falcon. So shouts out to everybody tuning in and all the people that's going to tune in after this. So as we get this roll call going out the way in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, Mike? Man, what is happening?
Yo, man, I know y'all remember that crazy ass girl that was on that. She was on the train talking about that. Yo, baby, yo.
Oh man,
watch too much. I watch too much YouTube. You go down memory lane and watch some of the crazy stuff with the y'all remember that whole craze with that Superman. That Superman
no, talk about you. As long as you ain't say Spider-Man that whole, because they came up with a whole meeting behind them like, nah,
that's a whole
no,
no.
Like, no. But before we get to our topic, I figure we spend a few minutes speaking on a little something. Now, we ain't gonna take too long with this, and Mike, you can give your input on this. I put on Twitter today. It was a tweet that I put out that said, "Let it go." What do I mean by let it go? No, I'm not talking about Android 16 talking to Gohan, I'm talking about let it go, drop your restraints. I ain't talking about that. It is the fact that we have Matt Ryan Twitter trending on Twitter again. Yeah. This dude ain't been a Falcon since March, and people are still talking. And you know what the bad thing about it is the people that were critical of him are the ones talking. Come on, people. We got to let it go. Y'all lost y'all money on that Super Bowl so badly y'all can't let it go now. We got we got a whole new era going on right now. Right. What's your take on that, man? Why does it seem like when you try to move on, and Tony right here said it, the 71% club, when you try to move on, you got people that don't want to move on.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to retire the word, but this is what we call the but this is what we call the Matt Ryan obsessors. This is this is obsessive behavior here,
Mm.
and it's really comical. Go ahead, Mike. But what you think on that?
um, I'm trying not to be too harsh, be too mean when I say this, but
Mm-mm.
some of y'all got the brain of a monkey. Some of y'all really do. Your brain about that big. You got a Neanderthal type of mentality. All you want to do is just bang on nuts and destroy shit. There's no room left for you to try to have at least an open mind. Nope, nothing left. Your brain about that damn big. This has been a whole year. It's been like 3-4 months. This man is gone, and y'all still up here obsessing over this man. Like seriously, y'all must like Mad Mike ranting. Like y'all must really enjoy it. Because I love calling you stupid motherfuckers. I really do love it. Like it don't bother me about calling you a stupid motherfucker. Like it's just stupid. Why are we still talking about Matt Ryan? I thought Kevin and I were the Matt Ryan obsessors. Like I thought we were the one that wanted to go to bed with him. We wanted to be like his kids. We wanted to get with Sarah Ryan. I thought we were the one that was all that. We was obsessed with Matt Ryan. When the last time y'all seen me do a video on Matt Ryan? I don't even remember. So at the end of the day, like I said before, and that's probably it's probably mean to monkeys to say that y'all have a brain of a monkey, but some of these monkeys out here smaller than y'all. Really. And these Matt Ryan conversations are getting major, and I'm talking about major views and attention and engagement. Y'all can't talk about, I would rather talk about CJ Stroud. I would rather talk about Bryce Young, but we sitting up here still to this day talking about a man that doesn't even play with this team. The man is wearing blue and white now. But some of y'all got blue balls because y'all haven't nutted in 2 months, 3 months. That's what the problem is. Y'all got blue balls. Y'all got blue balls. So somebody needed to bust a nut. That's what it was. Somebody needed to bust a nut.
I mean, if you think about the coast colors are blue and white.
It made perfect sense. It made perfect sense.
Right, man. So in the honorable words of 6 Man K Styles, I got 5 words for y'all. Sit your goofy asses down.
Good God, boy.
Because
I can't believe you.
because if you have to resort to talking about a guy that's not even on the team no more, just to spark a conversation about the Falcons and not talk about anything else going on with this team right now, I feel sorry for you. So somebody probably gonna be watching this and tell somebody that we said this. Hey,
I don't give a. You know
you
what?
got you got a problem. You got a problem. Friday Night Madness is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
So the invitation is right there. So thought I wanted to get that out the way. We probably clarify on that a little bit later as well. But
Mm-hmm.
let's go ahead and get into tonight's topic. Hey, Mike, you sent me something today, and I thought it'd be very interesting take for the tonight's show. And I'm pretty much talking about the Falcons defense and how it could surprise people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, as we know, for us Falcon fans and for us, we was anticipating Falcons going after the nose tackle rather than Jordan Davis or Travis Jones or John Ridgeway or something like that. But the Falcons didn't go that direction in this year's draft. But what they essentially did address is having the multitude of pass rushers
Mm-hmm.
that all have a mindset of attack. Now, this secondary is only giving up 236 yards per game in the air last year, which nobody really talks about. But Richie Grant said something today, Mike. You want to go ahead and tell the people what was going on with Richie? Because I know you did. I know you kind of did a video about this about Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins and about them being the new kids on the block. Now make sure y'all go check that video out if you haven't. Go ahead, Mike. Explain to him, man. Explain to me where we going with this tonight.
Um, one thing about that article that piqued my interest is the fact that they are. It has a lot to do with two things. It's two things. The first one is Dean Pease really believes in these kids. We're talking about Richie Grant as well as Jalen Hawkins. Like for me personally, I believe Richie Grant is more than likely the most talented of the two. When you just look at his ability to play multiple positions as well as tackle, he has the necessary speed, quickness, the physicality. Like he can blitz. Like he can do it all. But when you look at Jalen Hawkins, for me, he's one of those. You ever meet a girl that, I mean, she ain't got a big fat ass, ain't really all that pretty in the face, but you just can't take your eyes off. It's just something about her that like you just can't take your eyes off of. It's like, what is it? What something about you? You just got that sex appeal. Well, that's how I feel about Jalen Hawkins, man. Okay. I gotta take a picture. I gotta take a picture out of somebody's uh somebody's I gotta take a picture of somebody's book. Um but that's how I feel about Jalen Hawkins. Jalen Hawkins is one of those guys, just like it's something about him, like his game, just like he fits perfectly with this system. He fits perfectly with what Dean Pease he does and what he wants. So the thing is K Styles,
Mm-hmm.
where who are the guys in the secondary? Because you got Dean Harlow, you have Eric Harris behind them. If these guys can't, if they can't get it, if they don't get it, then who? Where do we go from there?
Hey man, like you say, it's all part of a process, and we talked about this yesterday on the heavy hitters as far as a process. Um, like you said, these guys are now going to be given more of an opportunity to show what they're made of, to get a year under their belt under this system. Um, like you said, Jalen Hawkins, he has an attack mind. He's an attack minded player. And if you pay attention to what this defense is made of, you have a lot of guys that are attack minded, but you have a lot of young guys too. Um, this is why Eric Harris is back there. I know Eric Harris was kind of the unpopular re-signing that people were kind of looking at, or why did we re-sign? If you actually, outside of the dropped interceptions that Eric Harris had last season, he actually played very well. If you take away all the dropped interceptions. Now he's had a couple plays where he tried to go for the big hit try to go for the big hit instead of wrapping up on the tackle. But those came few and far in between. This is what we talk about, having veterans in the possession room. You have veterans in the DB room. And from what Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins were talking about was the main thing that they working on is communication, which is very important for the safeties, man. That's very important. Not just for the safeties, but for the whole defense in general, because these guys are the last line of defense.
They're the mistake erasers. They erase all the mistakes up front. And that's another thing that they kind of communicated. Like you're saying, it was about communication, but they have to be on the same page. Like they're essentially what the linebackers are for the front seven. They have to communicate to the corners, because if you don't have the corners don't know where their help is, the corner can't be as effective as he possibly can. And this is essential when we talk about guys like Casey Hayward and AJ Terrell.
Right.
They have to have that communication. All right, where's my help? Because if my help is in the inside and I decide, all right, I'm gonna take away the inside, and he has the outside. Well, that's an easier throw for an NFL quarterback towards the out route, that corner out route, if he playing inside. So those are the things that you have to understand to communicate to your corners. Because a lot of times, if people say, "Oh, the corner got burnt on this play," well, if you look at how the safeties are playing, how the linebackers are playing, you can kind of get a gauge on who made the mistake doing it. And like I said, communications is very, 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 it's key. For instance, there's so many instances with the Falcons. I don't even want to go down that route. I'll just say that because I'm thinking about the Super Bowl where communication was horrible. Everybody flying all over the place. Nobody is in the right spot. That last run with the last possession of the Super Bowl, where you saw the corners and the safeties, they weren't disciplined. They were just biting on everything. Anything that went Anything that was going long, they was biting on it. Anything that was short, it was biting on it. There was no communication, and everybody was just jumping every route. And those are the things those are the things that happen when you don't have communication. Communications is everything. And this is another reason why we talk about, and I said last night on the show, is that AJ Terrell is the best corner in the league, and I stand by that, and I do not take it back. The hell with Jair, the hell with Ramsey, the hell with Diggs, the hell with all of them. Every one of those guys have something and that the Falcons never had in the last 3 years since AJ been here. This guy's gotten better every single year, and we're talking about big time pass rushers. All of those guys have that. And this man AJ is covering guys for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds in the secondary. Jair ain't doing that. As much as y'all can sit up here and say, "Oh, he did this and he got this and he played this," Jair don't have to. He don't have to cover for 6 seconds. Let's just keep that 100% real. Those guys don't have to do with AJ, and this man still somehow finds a way to give up less than 200 yards. Like, come on, man. Got to give that man respect.
Right. And we got the professor in the building. He said a ton of people were saying AJ Terrell got burnt by Chase in the championship game. But looking back, AJ had 4 passes defended, more than any corner against Chase last year.
He just proved my point. Just prove
it. This is what we talk. See, this is the one thing that we kind of have to contend with when it comes to talking, like not even just Falcons, but sports in general, about narrative-based thinking. Like I said, I remember that draft that year too, because it was, okay, AJ Terrell gets drafted by the Falcons. It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
The narrative was the Falcons should have traded up and got Jeff Okudah.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody tell me where Jeff Okudah? Well, what's Jeff Okudah looking like right now?
Woo!
I stand corrected. Can't nobody tell me where the hell that is.
Can't nobody tell me.
Look, I don't even have to put the waiting music on. Ain't nobody gonna tell where the hell he at. But yeah, man, it's just one of those cases. And then came with another case where it was like the whole Sauce Gardner thing was like, oh, we need Sauce here. We don't know if AJ can such and such do this, and boom, 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 boom. Like, really? You got a corner right here that is on the verge of breaking out into that next level echelon of corners in this league. Mm-hmm. So we like I said, we just have to take everything for what we see, man. And like I said, if AJ Terrell repeats last season this year,
that's key right there. That's key. Consistency. I always say you got 3 years to continuously improve. AJ is at that 3rd year right now. If he go ahead, K-Style. I know you about to
No, I want to say, because if he's able to continue that success this season like he had last year, which as far as not giving up too many yardage and like I said, holding people to low catch percentages and like you said, even with the 3 interceptions AJ Terrell had last year, for a corner that really didn't get targeted a lot. Now, AJ Terrell probably could have caught another 2, which is something that he can work on. That, like I said, that it is what it is. The corner's main job is just to prevent the receiver from catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's doing. That's his job. The interceptions are just icing on the cake. See, we can't say, like I said, we can't hear the narrative that Trevon Diggs is one of the top corners in this league because he had 11 interceptions, negating the fact that he gets beat on every double move that get put against him. That's on tape.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another thing that I wanted to, and there's another reason why I wanted to talk defense as well today too. And yes, for all the detractors, yes, we talk about we like I said, we talk about everything besides the quarterback position over here. So yeah, if y'all don't like it, well, get used to it. But there's a reason why I want to talk defense as well too, man. Your boy DP said something today.
Ooh, yeah.
Your boy DP said something today. Do y'all know what DP said today? This is pertaining to a certain acquisition that the Falcons made this offseason. Let me see. I'll make sure this is the right one. So from Maria Martin, from a tweet from Maria Martin, she said Falcons DP defense coordinator DP said, I don't know why Tennessee let him go, and quite frankly, I don't care, but I'm glad they did about Rashaan Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, let me ask you a question. Why would he say that?
Ooh.
And shouts out to Jew Talk Sports in the building as well. And we got the homie Flat in the building as well.
That's interesting. And I see I can see the light bulb over people's head right now. Ooh, why would you say that? Oh, Deion Jones is definitely gone now. For me, I think this means one thing and one thing only for me is that they don't know why. Rashaan Evans is best known for his physicality. He's a physical linebacker. When you put him in coverage, he's not as good as a Deion, a Michael Walker. He's a lot like a Devondre Campbell. For the guys who remember Devondre Campbell, he's a lot like Devondre Campbell. He's a thumper. He gets downhill. He diagnoses everything in front of him, and that was the reason why he was a first-round pick, because he has that ability. He's a thumper. And Dean Pease, we always say that he wants to blitz. He wants to be physical. He wants to get after the quarterback. And from what I'm understanding, one thing, not only with that quote, but a quote previously when I did the video a couple of days ago, is that there was one thing that Frank Bush said about Evans, is that when he is there, he's writing down everything. He's trying to understand every aspect of the defense. He write it down so he can remember and recite it to the players. Information, being able to retain information and convey it on the field and play fast. That's what linebackers are supposed to do, retain the information so they can play faster. So if he's one of those guys that can retain information fast and know exactly what's going on, then he doesn't have to worry about, calling things that requires a linebacker or a player to make an immediate decision. It has to be the immediate decision because, again, this is what defensive coordinators, they don't want you to hesitate. So you got a guy there who understands what's going on. It is going to give, and I'm going to say this, it's going to give the Falcons fans everything that we wanted from a Dean Pease defense. And one thing in particular, they're going to blitz like hell. They're going to blitz like hell. You can see a lot of aggressiveness in that front seven.
But definitely hold on right quick. My damn phone fell over and stuff, so I had to go get that right quick. All right, I got you. But yeah, man. Evans. Yeah, you said the key word there. You said thumper. You said somebody that's going to be physical. They needed a more physical presence in the middle of that field. Like I said, we know what Deion Jones brings to the table, but Deion Jones is better suited in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
He's better suited to free flow, sideline to sideline.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also have somebody that can translate the Dean P's terminology, because he's been under Dean Pease for a couple years in Tennessee. So he knows what Dean Pease like to do. He knows the expectation on what he wants from his defensive players. And he is a guy that can, like I said, can translate.
Mm-hmm.
And like Noah said in the damn comment, he was like, T1000. Yes. You need everybody that can help Troy Anderson develop into the linebacker that they want him to be. They just got a lot of guys that's willing to attack the line of scrimmage. That's and just attack with viciousness too.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly where I was going with that too. This picture of free flowing T1000 and Deion Jones in the middle of your defense. Just think about that. It's those guys, and they just free flowing. Rashawn Evans is the guy that he's going to be in the right spot. He's going to make all the right calls. And you got Deion Jones and or if not both, Anderson in the middle of that defense, just free. Like, these guys don't have to worry about anything. They can just attack. That's a lot of speed, bro.
But I find it very interesting. That we not even talking about Nick Kwickawak. We ain't talking about him. And nobody, but I still haven't figured out. I still ain't got used to saying his name right, so I call him Kwickawak for
Quitowski. That's what I'm saying. Somebody got to give us. Somebody got to help. Like, y'all ain't no help for us. We've been trying to get this for months, and y'all ain't helped us. I expect Noah to be doing stuff like that. No, you ain't no damn help with this. You're supposed to be the teacher, the professor. Exactly. Help us, please.
Quitowski. Yeah, Nick Quitowski.
What all them damn useless ass letters then? Like, what?
I guess he's one of those guys that make folks do. He specializes in quitalities. If people that don't play Mortal Kombat 11, when you rage quit online, they call it a quitality. Make motherfucker quit out there, boy. Yeah, but like I say, it's bad. Like I say, my expectation, like I said, the expectation that I have for the defense is gonna. I believe that it will be improved drastically. Now, y'all say, well, damn, they was 25th in the league. How drastic are we talking about? Like, they might be like 25th or 26th in the league in total defense last year. I could see this a situation where the Falcons could probably bump it up to about 18. 18th in the league. That could be that could lay and say, and if they able to improve like that, you might be talking about an extra 2 or 3 wins on that just in itself. Noah said Kwiatkowski. Damn it, we was gonna call him Kawasaki. Carrie, what's going on, Mom? Appreciate you joining us as well as Southside 12. Billy Mills, appreciate y'all joining. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all go ahead and share. 6-man convo, man. We on the road to 1K here. We damn near to the finish line before we really start the real racing here. Yeah. Brian Peoples here said 18th. That's playoff status there. Yeah, and it's a possibility. I mean, the thing about it is you don't really have a lot of those like sexy names on defense. Like we know people know Grady Jarrett. We know Deion Jones. We got AJ Terrell. Like I said, you have an established name in all 3 phases of that defense, which is your D line, your linebacker, and your secondary. But then you have a lot of complementary pieces along with them. And like I said, we're not even, and then like I said, one of these days we're going to really start talking in about Ebiketie and what D'Angelo Malone can bring to this team. Because you notice the talk about Lorenzo Carter hasn't really took off. It was up here when it first happened, but it's like you don't really hear nobody talking about Lorenzo Carter and what he can bring. This is the type of defense that we're going to have this year. It's not going to be a sexy name defense. It's going to be it's basically going to be it's just going to be a bunch of mercenaries, basically like a bunch of guys that I'm trying to think of the right word. What was the word I'm thinking about? A bunch of misfits. It's just going to be a bunch of misfits on defense, but they're all going to work well together.
That's very interesting that you say that. Because I think that's exactly what makes good football teams. As much as people clamor for TJ Watt, but nobody really wanted him like that. There was several teams that passed up on him. Thought he was too small. He was just a speed guy. He was another Vic Beasley. But he ended up being a great player. He does one thing. He does a couple of things well. He uses athleticism. He's technically sound. Those are the 2 things. Like people really don't realize how technically sound he is when he's on that edge. He's very technical. Obviously, his brother is JJ Watt, but like those guys are very technically sound, and he's a lot stronger than you would think. And this is what I see with the Atlanta Falcons. Alden Tater's another guy, technically sound. He's not going to blow you away with these big, amazing catches. Drake London, he's not going to blow you away with just these amazing feats, athletic feats. You're going to see physical feats from him, but athleticism, you're not going to see a lot of that. Tyler Algier, he's another guy. He's not going to blow you away with just insane athletic ability that we were accustomed to seeing from guys like, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Michael Vick, Russell Wilson. Like, they're not going to blow you away with their athleticism. That's the same thing with Marcus Mariota. He's not going to blow you away. Desmond Ridder is not going to blow you away with these athleticism. You got like even Chris Lyncham. He's the most boring lineman in the league. Him and Quentin Nelson, but those guys are physically. There's some physical monsters. Like you don't want to line up against Chris Lyncham because you're gonna get outmatched. You want to line up against Quentin Nelson because you're gonna get outmatched. So you look at these guys, that's the perfect thing. This is a team full of misfits that nobody really care for and nobody really wants.
That's one of the most dangerous teams you can have is a team that nobody really talks about. So they pretty much gonna be coming into it like, oh, I'm finna prove to you that I can do this. And Jew here, 1/3 of the heavy hitters. If y'all didn't catch the heavy hitters last night, it was a damn good show. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and recap that as well. But you here said we don't need big names. I just need us to get the job done.
Yes, sir.
Goddamn right. We don't need we don't care. Like I said, the point of looking for these Instagram OnlyFans models out here on this team, we done with that shit.
Ooh, Instagram.
We done with that. We like I said, this team, you need some hog moth, curlers in the hair, ready to brush you in the fucking mouth type play. Get us some fours and fives. This is what this team is going to be essentially built on. Yeah, like Carrie here says, she said, I want to see our defense play physical.
Yes.
Yeah, you're damn right. You have to impose your will. You can't be out here, like I said, you gotta think about it. The last couple years, we went from the Amber Rose, Suki Hana slut walk defense to last year's OnlyFans defense. Damn that! I don't want no acronyms for none of our defense. I just want to see some head smashes.
I want to see some C-sections. I want to see some busted eyes.
We need C-section scars. We need bullet wounds.
That's what I need to see. I'm tired of it. Look, I'm a jealous man. I don't want everybody hitting on my woman. Look, I need something that I know you ain't gonna hit. I know you ain't gonna hit on. I need to see some of that. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want nobody taking our players and then, all right, we're gonna give this guy $20 million, $50 million. Nope. We get guys that just get the dang gone job done. They're physical, they just play the right way. That's what the Falcons need to get back to. Because you go back to that 1998 team, there wasn't a lot of guys that were just flashy. That team's like, let's be honest. Outside the Jam, Chuck, Terrence, you can say Chris Miller, but nobody really knew less than Archambault, Shane Dronette, Travis Hall like that, Cornelius Bennett, Darryl Talley. Like we knew the son of we knew Jesse Tuggle, but Ray Boo, but like that team was full of misfits. Nobody really wanted those guys.
Right. Yeah, like D Coleman here said, we need some day shift strippers. That's what we need.
Yeah,
just to get you by through the day. But let's see, get a couple comments in here. Like Lowski here says here, an opportunity to make a name for yourself. And this is what it's all about. These guys are paying for paychecks next season. Or a possible opportunity to re-sign with the Falcons. And the one thing that you have is a bunch of guys that's playing on 1-year deals looking to get paid again. Oh, they gonna play hard. Millie Mills said we need a guy with a missing front tooth and thick eyebrows on defense.
Crazy. All he's saying is we need a Chris Benoit. That's all he's saying.
Yeah,
we need a rabbit with a ring.
I ain't gonna make that. I was gonna. I almost made a joke there about like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I don't do it. Jeffrey Lowe here said we got some real pass rushers. I don't know what we had last year, but this year I'm looking for 10 games. I mean, shit. It is like you said. Even with the terrible pass rush we had last year, you essentially were 3 plays away from being 10-7. I gotta think about that for a second. We were 3 plays away from being 10-7. Not 3, no. 3 plays. The Jesus ball that Heineke threw to Terry McLaurin against the Redskins. The inability to score in the red zone against the 49ers. Tampa Bay jailhouse blitzing the Falcons in the fourth quarter after the Buccaneers couldn't do shit in the second half. In situations like that, man. So this team is primed and ready to get to that next step. Drew True Statement here said, what does progress look like to y'all for our defense and offense? Progress for defense is stopping the damn run. It's going to come down to the front 7. You going to stop the run? You're going to get to the quarterback. Our main pass rushers last year were Steven Means, Dante Fowler. Yeah. Our third leading sack guy hadn't played it down for the Falcons since week 7. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about Jacob Tui Manor. He had as many sacks. He was tied for 3rd on this team in sacks last year. But he got cut in week 7 or week 8, one of those damn games.
Mm-hmm. That tells you everything you need to know. That's bad.
Dante Fowler literally gave you force. He need to hit a $1 million bonus if he would have got 5 sacks last year.
And he couldn't even do that.
Nah, Kerry, Steven Means got cut.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because eventually what Steven Means does well is what Ogundeji can do what Steven Means do. Let me repeat that again. Under the combo, Ogundeji can give you what Steven Means give you. But he has a little bit more versatility in his game. I can take that all day.
Mm-hmm. For me,
Noah said he wasn't cut. I think his contract expired. God damn it, expired, whatever. He ain't on this damn team no more.
He ain't here no more. Well, for me, I think special teams has to improve for us, and I'm not talking about young Wade. Woo! The young ho. I'm not talking about the young ho. I'm talking about
we like them young hoes.
But I think special teams and in particular for me is punting. Punting is something that was really iffy, and it put the defense in a lot of bad positions. So we gotta. Yeah, I took a page. I took. Look, man, I told y'all, man. K-Style rubbing off on me, man. But special teams.
So are we talking about the potential of Seth Vernon being the punter for this team this
Yes,
upcoming year?
sir. That'll be. Hold up. Have we ever had a black punter? Damn.
Falcons ain't never. If he makes the
I
team,
don't
he
think
will
so.
officially be the first black punter for the Falcons.
Wow. So I'm really rooting for him now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But see, but the thing about Vernon is a lot of people don't know about him is he has experience playing wide receiver too. So
that's a lot of ooh.
yeah,
we need to get that dude. Yeah, we need him. He be on special teams and that thing, he going out for a pass for trick plays and stuff like that. Look, man, I gotta have that. I got to have that. So Seth Vernon, I'm rooting for you, player. But the second thing,
nah, but yeah, like you said, and he's big as hell for a punter too. So a lot of people don't know Seth Vernon is 6'5", 240 pounds.
That's a lot of things you can do with that, bro.
But he can kick that thing deep. He can kick that thing out there. I did a video. I did a video on him. So I think I may be one of the only one that did a video on him. But I'm just saying.
We haven't had a Hispanic. We haven't even had a Hispanic damn kicker or punter. Damn. Bro, the NFL really is racist as shit. God damn. we haven't had a Hispanic like.
I think we did. Wasn't the Grammatical?
I know we had kick Grammatical. Like I know Grammatical, but like a kicker. I'm talking about a punter. Like we haven't. Damn, all these Hispanic, all these motherfuckers play soccer, and you tell me they can't get in the NFL? That's crazy.
Well, because most of the punters come from the rugby league. Everybody hitting them rugby leagues. I mean, if you think about it, the reason why they hitting them rugby leagues because them motherfuckers be hitting too. So
yeah,
Aguayo,
yeah, that's the guy we talking about.
He was absolutely garbage.
Yeah. Ooh. He got in the league. I thought he was gonna be a universe changer, man. Good God.
Especially for a second round pick. That's the thing. That was just like when Sebastian Janikowski got drafted in the first round by the Raiders back in 2000.
Man,
everybody looking like, the fuck you pick a punter, a kicker in the first round?
First rounder? Yeah.
Sebastian Janikowski can kick that thing. He can hit field goals about 66 with ease, but that dude couldn't hit the broadside of a barn for a while. But that was right around the time when the Raiders were drafting. They were not drafting players very well around that time because they were drafting nothing but speed and aesthetics. They weren't. They weren't drafting guys based on if they could play the game right and stuff like that.
Yeah. They signed. They drafted Shane Lethbridge also. Yeah, the special teams and like for me, like I said, it was special teams as well as red zone efficiency. I'm not worried about running the ball as much as I am red zone efficiency. We have to get better with that. And I think having a quarterback that can move around in the red zone now is going to add even more opportunities for guys like CP. People think CP is the lost guy in his offense. Oh, he's going to be 10 times as dangerous now. He's going to be 10. CP has a knack for getting in the end zone. He just knows how to find the end zone. He reminds me of and this I might get crucified for saying this, but he reminds me of LT. Those guys just know how you get them near the red zone. CP gonna find the end zone. He gonna find a way to get in that end zone. We saw that all last year with absolutely nothing to throw through, and somehow this dude just knew how to get in the end zone. It's just some players just like you give them the ball in a situation, they're gonna get that. Like Jerome Bettis, you get him in those short yardage situation, oh, he gonna truck him up. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Jacobs, you put them guys in short yardage situation.
Oh, ain't nobody tackling Brandon. Ain't nobody tackling Brandon Jacobs, boy. Oh, hell no. Hell no, ain't nobody tackling Brandon. 6'4", 273 pounds.
Come on, bro. That dude is a monster, bro.
Yeah. He ran a 4.6 40 as a running back. Yeah, nobody tackling that. No way. But I think for Cordero Patterson, because for Cordero Patterson, I think essentially what I feel like they're going to do is, and Drew said it last night as well, is they're essentially going to put him back into that flex position where he was originally supposed to be, not just a running back, not just a wide receiver, but he's just a football player out there.
Let me clear this up real quick. The reason why I said LT, because LT was a guy who was multifaceted. He could run, he could find the end zone running the ball, and he can catch receiving out of the backfield. That's the reason why I said CP and Cordero Patterson, LT.
Right.
But Daniel, for those who don't know.
And I see Ray Fitty was talking about, yeah, we know there's been more black punters. A lot of people forgot about Rodney Williams.
Yep.
Black Panthers. Was his name Hodges that used to play for the Browns? Yeah, that was another one too. We keep up with punters over here too now.
Hey, look, man, this is not your typical over here. We can go deep into history.
Right. So, also want to talk about something else too. I want to talk about something because we're gonna try to keep this around about 15 more minutes. So I want to talk about something. I don't know if anybody saw the clip today that was posted on D. Alford's page where it was talking about stacked. Hold on, let me see if I pull this up right quick. I'm not pulling up the clip because I ain't trying to get jacked up as far as getting copyright on here. But I wanna pull up the comments on this. Okay, so D. Alford said stacking days. So if anybody not familiar with the clip, was he got an interception in one of these 7-on-7 drills in this video. But there was quite a few comments on here that kind of made me feel like, okay, like really, we kind of jumping the gun here a little bit, huh? And Lord have mercy, I've seen a couple names in here that I did not need to be seeing, but let me see if I read a couple of them. And he made a nice break on the ball too, so it wasn't like it was kind of an errant throw in a way, but it was a good break on the ball because he literally twisted and turned his way into the interception. But this was one of the comments that I saw. Okay. Somebody said, everyone's excited about the defense, yet that throw was trash. You think they're going to get lucky like that with Brady? Somebody said, Oh God, this is going to be a very long season. So I'm looking at this like,
That's not what happened.
ain't I'm gonna say, for one thing, that was the third team offensive skill players on the field.
Yeah.
Because what they wanted to do, they wanted to blame it on either if it was Ritter or Mariota. They really wanted to blame to see if it was Ritter that threw the ball. But Ritter was watching. He didn't throw the ball. But this is what we talking about, this aesthetics of jumping the gun and making your assessments of an entire season based on one play.
That's not what happened on that play. So I'm gonna need y'all to check us out whenever we do these sessions, um, especially in our Twitter spaces that we talk about. We break down plays during the course of a game. That's not what happened on that play.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a perfect throw. But when you have a perfect read from a DB and DBs that do, and this is why we have guys like Trayvon Diggs. These guys just have instincts, and Ed Reed, those types of guys where they freelance because Troy Polamalu was absolutely a coach's nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
He was a coach's nightmare. He was never where he was supposed to be, ever.
Mm-hmm.
You would see him flying like from the secondary. He would just have an instinct to just, all right, I see what's going on here. And then the coach is just thinking himself, like, what is the heck is he doing? Because he's running towards the line of scrimmage. You got a guy that's, taking off in the middle of the field, and the coaches are like, he's cringing, and then here we go, Palomalo with a sack. This is what happened on there with D. Alford. He read the play. It was a perfect, if you look at the throw, I'm looking at it right now. It was a perfect throw. It was going into a spot. D. Alford came off of his assignment. He backpedaled, and he ended up getting the pick. DBs are not supposed to go forward and then backpedal all the way back and get a pick.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the play, like I said, typically when that happens, you ain't getting a lot of pressure. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not supposed to happen with DBs when they go up and then they got to go all the way back. You look at that play, he was sitting, like I said, he was sitting in the spot, and then he went back. He backpedaled into that zone because he read it the whole time. That's just great DB play.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because I'm looking at it again. Because essentially, yeah, like you said, he broke off the flat. He broke off the flat receiver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he just went back.
That's instincts. That's instincts. That's just great defense.
Right. Exactly. Because it's essentially what could end up happening is D. Offer can make this team next year.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Why do you think they moved Avery Williams to running back?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Now, are we saying that D. Offer is going to be a great corner for this team? No. We just saying at that point in time, that's a damn good play he made on them. Now, could the throw have been released? Could have been thrown like a half a second earlier? Maybe. But don't be going around telling, well, we're going to have a long season because you saw this one throw that you saw this one damn throw. this is what practice is for you to get all your fuck ups out the way anyway.
Right. It's practice.
What Iverson used to say, it's just practice.
It's practice.
We're not talking about the game I love to play. We're talking about practice. Because the one thing most people don't know about certain plays like that on 7-on-7, especially when they're working on stuff like that, they run those plays, they run those offensive plays maybe a couple times in a row. They may run that play like 5 times in a session. On a 7-on-7, bro. This wasn't even an 11-on. Like I said, this was 7-on-7, bro. We got to do better than that. But we're going to go ahead and get our little final taste going on here before we damn tune off here. So we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in to the 6-man combo today. And shout out to Big Low in the building. What we're gonna call we got Conspiracy Low in the building today, man. What's going on? Shout out to Big Low for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love, man. So Mike, we're gonna have a final thought, man. You want to give us your final thought for the night? Let us know what's on your mind or something you want to get off your chest.
Yeah. I think this team is going to be a lot. This season has one thing in mind. We're going to see the maturation process of Arthur Smith, Dean Pease, the special teams, the position coaches. This is where we're going to see how good and their vision. Because you're going to have guys that are in the second year, Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins. You got Grady Jarrett is going to be in another year in the system where he can showcase his entire skill set as just a pass rusher. And this is the thing about a 3-4 and being in a DP system, he's not relying on just one particular formation. He uses a number of formations. He uses a number of schemes to apply pressure with his D line. So when you have guys like Ogum Deji, you have a Malone, you have Grady Jarrett, you have Lorenzo Carter, you have all these guys at your disposal now with athleticism. Last season, we didn't have that athleticism up front. We had Kung Fu Panda, who liked to hit backflips and, pretend like he's Kung Lao or somebody. Like we had Kung Lao at linebacker, but
what was it doing the hat throws and shit? Well, he might well be hat throwing and shit, boy, because that was about as vertical as his ass was getting.
But we didn't have a lot of athletes up front. That's the thing too about the NFL. These offensive linemen are just as athletic, if not more athletic, than the defensive linemen now. So you got to have guys up front that could not only handle the physical, the physicality of the game, but you have to have that athleticism. So now that Dean Pease has those guys up front, I think you're going to see again the maturation and the process, and you're just going to see these guys finally their vision finally come to pass.
You know what? I just thought about something.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about something. I'm not gonna call him Kung Fu Panda no more, because at least Kung Fu Panda was cool. I'm renaming Dante. I'm renaming Dante Fowler Dan Ibiki. That's gonna be his new name for all the Street Fighter fans.
Wow. This man did
His
not
name is gonna be.
deserve.
This man gonna be Dan Ibiki. That's gonna be his new name right there. Ain't no more Kung Fu Panda. At least Kung Fu Panda was cool and he whooped ass. No, this dude is Dan.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda needs to whoop ass. He's not whooping nobody. You're right about that. That makes sense.
All he do this is. That's all he do.
that does make sense. That oh man, God, you can't just never have a normal show without this.
Boy, you got Dan Ibiki.
Wow.
Oh,
you
Lord.
got Sam up here. His angry ass. You got Sam up there,
man. Because they know Dan sucks. They know he sucks. So every time you Dante Fowler, you just got to do this.
Oh, my God.
He ain't whooping nobody ass.
That's what he is, isn't it?
He be like, crispy. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Go ahead, Mike. I ain't mean to do you like that, man. Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought here. I'm done now.
Oh my God. No, you remember Tekken 3, he's Gun. That's him. He's Gun from Tekken 3.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
Stephen Mean's new name is gonna be Roger Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, he gonna be good. He gonna be like he ain't got no arms. He's sitting up here. His strongest attack is farting on somebody. That's about the best he can do. All right, man. Oh Lord, D. Coleman called Route 96 Mokujin. No, he can't be Mokujin. He's Ganryu. That's Ganryu right there.
Oh my goodness.
You see, we game plans over here, boy. Somebody said I'm going to hell. What the? Well, oh well. I mean, well, whatever, man. I'll be in here laughing like a motherfucker, looking at Dan Ibiki trying to goddamn sack somebody, boy. Boy, please. Nah, but I look. I forgot what's his name. Damn, what's that character name, man? Nah, I'm gonna say that for later, man. But let me go ahead and I gotta get my final thought. But I gotta do it right, Mike. I gotta do it right. Do my final thought right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And for a lot of people that don't know what my final thought and what I mean by that is, we're gonna do it like this. And we appreciate everybody coming in on a Thursday night. 6-man K Styles with the 6-man combo. Now I'm breaking you off to my DJ Styles voice. We appreciate everybody as usual. You make sure you go ahead and tune in. You make sure you like, share, subscribe to 6-man K Styles. We are 15 away from 900, and we're almost 100 away from 1,000.
Man, that's amazing.
Which is the starting line right there from what we want to do. So we got to hit you with the 6-man power hour. This is my final thoughts over here, man. And guess what? The Atlanta Falcons don't have a lot of big names on this team. But guess what? The real Falcon fans know. You can win games with ugly girls. You don't need bad bitches all the time. No, let me repeat that. I didn't mean to say that. You don't need bad females all the time. You need you some average chicks. This is what the Falcons team is going to be consist of. Is will be a bunch of average players. And I'm not talking about average in skill set. I'm talking about average in notoriety, average in height. But what I said before is the energy on this team is a lot different than what we've seen in the last few years. You can tell by the way they move. You can tell by the way they interact. Six Man is here to let you know that we don't have to worry about certain Falcon fans that don't want to support the team. We will make fun of them, but in reality, we don't give a damn. One goal, one band, one sound. And that is the Atlanta Falcons. So I want y'all to let me know if y'all tuning in, if y'all digging what I'm saying here. Y'all like what I'm saying here. So if you hear us going off on Falcon fans about what they say or the text that they got that made no sense, we just letting you know we finna make fun of what they say. We really don't give a damn over here. This is the unholy alliance for we don't give a damn. But we got to make light of what the has been saying out here. So, as the Six Man tunes in out on y'all, you already know I got a few words to say. We live by the 3 U's here. Usefulness, universal, unpredictable. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah.
You ain't got to go home.
Oh no.
But what you got to do?
Hell up out of here. And one more thing, people. If you don't like that, I'm going to leave you off with a special message from our good old friend Jimmy here.
If you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
Deuces.